Hi friends, and welcome to this short video where I'm going to share with you 17 secret ways, tips, and strategies to sell your art. I really hope this video will be helpful for both emerging artists and well-established artists who are looking for ways to increase their art sales and find new streams of selling their art. First of all, a few words about me. I am a successful artist myself. Some may call it lucky, and others may know that I put a lot of hard work into growing my brand and my art career. After just 10 years, and I'm still a young artist, I've gained great recognition and great success making 6 figures profits on art sales. Over these years, I've gathered a lot of information on what works and what doesn't work. So I'm going to share with you the things that you should do and the things that you shouldn't do, and the scams that you should try to avoid, and what methods and ways are working right now to get the most sales for your art. Let's get started. I'm recording this for my friends from Inspiration Art Book that helped a lot in building my art career. That's why I am grateful and I am ready to contribute back and share my own experience. I hope you guys will find this helpful. Let's get started. First of all, I need to warn you about the scams in the art industry. Like in any industry, art is full of scams as well, and shady people who are just trying to rip you off and make money on artists who are trying to get exposure, promotions, and sales. You should be aware of the following types of scams. First of all, you can get approached by a fake buyer. He will ask you to send your artwork and he will offer to pay you by Western Union or shady things like that. You should always be aware of people that are asking you to ship artwork overseas, and instead of using PayPal or credible processors to pay, they use Western Union and other shady payment processors like that. Try to stay away from that. Even if they offer you a good price, most likely they will never send you the payment. With that goes the second point, which is never ship your artwork without getting full prepayment. In many cases, the fake buyer will say something like, "You ship your artwork, and then once I receive it, I will send you the payment right away." Never get into this scam because obviously, once your artwork leaves your house or store, you will never see any money back and you will do nothing about it. Another sort of scam is called fake art promoters and fake art galleries. Those guys offer you promotions for your artwork. For example, they can tell you that they have an art gallery which is super popular, but in reality, they don't have any art galleries at all, and they will just put artwork into their basement with white walls and call it an art gallery, and you can do nothing about it. You need to always check their past performance and do your due diligence on art promoters, and never just start working with people who have no references, no testimonials, and who just approach you suddenly, out of the blue, offering you great art promotions and sales. Don't fall into this scam. The last sort of scam is called fake art books and art magazines. You know there are a lot of art books out there, and not all of them are great like Inspiration Art Book. You will find many little scams that say they are going to print an art book, and in reality, they will just collect money and then run away, or in the best case, they will just print one copy for you. There will be no promotions, no participation in the art shows like Inspiration Art Book is doing. Obviously, you need to always check the past books, which big art shows the book participates in. You need to avoid little scams that tell you to participate in the book, and in reality, you get nothing in return. With that being said, let's get on the bright note, where I will teach you how you can sell your artwork and what are the best ways to do it. I guess some of the ways you already know, and some of the ways you will find new to you, so keep an open mind. I hope you will find some really good ideas to sell your artwork in this video. Let's proceed. The first little known way to sell your art is to get into prints selling on the resource called fineartamerica.com. It's a great way to sell museum quality prints, canvas prints, framed prints, acrylic prints, metal prints, posters, and more. You can transform your personal photos and work into museum-quality masterpieces and sell prints. Let me show you the website. This is Fine Art America, and a lot of people who are doing art are only concentrated on original art, and they just miss out on the whole opportunity of selling the prints, posters. You can make much more money by selling plenty of prints instead of trying to sell just one original artwork at a high price. This website has a lot of demand, and if you start selling there, I'm sure you'll get your prints sold in no time. Give it a try and try to start selling prints, not just original artwork. The second popular way to sell your art is using artfinder.com. Artfinder is the biggest art marketplace that has thousands and thousands of artists. They have both unknown artists and popular artists, and you can easily list your art and start selling. Here is Artfinder. They offer you a lot of ways to promote your art as well. You can do special sales, and you can see each artist get his special page as well. This is a very good way to sell your artwork, but the problem is they just have too many artists, so it's really easy to get lost among thousands and thousands of artists. They are just too big and too crowded. If you open a page, it's not enough to just open a page and pray for the best. You still need to do a lot of work to promote your Artfinder page. You will not get automatically sales just by creating the page there. You still need to put a lot of effort into promotions because they have just too many artists. The next one is artbrokerage.com. This is a great way to buy and sell art online safely. They offer free listings and no buyer or seller fees and no commissions. Just post your best net price and get a sale. This is the artbrokerage.com website. You see, you can create your own listing and you can sell the artwork. This website is more for high-end sales, for people who are selling very expensive artwork, who are already established with a big track record. You can see here they start selling from $3,000 or $4,000 minimum and high price. So this is more for established artists. If you are just starting out and have no track record, you may find it hard to get approved on this website. The next way to sell your artwork is Etsy.com. It's a big marketplace of vintage and handmade goods. Etsy is not necessarily for fine art, but if you are doing some sort of jewelry and hand paint craftings, besides your fine art, it's a really good way for you to start sales and drive traffic. Build a community of your followers, and later you can sell fine art to them as well. Not directly on Etsy, but you can build your community with Etsy. This is a really great way to build your community. The next ways to sell your artwork is joining consignment galleries. Consignment galleries is a way to put your artwork in some third-party gallery, and if your artwork is sold, then you receive a payment and the consignment gallery gets some portion of the profit for themselves, so this is a win-win situation for all. Go to your city center and ask the popular art galleries if they offer consignment agreements, but make sure that when you visit art galleries, you bring your portfolio. For example, you can bring Inspiration Art Book and show that you are a reputable artist participating in big art books and publications and not just a newbie, because consignment galleries are not interested to work with unknown artists because they will not get any sales, so there's no point for them to waste time on unknown artists. They want to make sure that you are a popular, reputable artist, and bringing a book is a great way to do it. The next one is, again, participation in art galleries. It can be third-party art galleries, or you can open your own art gallery. Guys, it's not as hard as you may think. Personally, I've opened several galleries of my own, and it's not hard at all. All you need to do is just find a good place somewhere in the center of the city, in the art district if you have one, and then you just rent a space. It can be just a small, four-walled space. It doesn't have to be a giant shop. Then you put your artwork there, and if you don't have much money, you don't need to sit there or hire a person to sit there all the time. You can be opening the gallery by appointment or for special events, so there is not much cost involved besides the rent. This is not as hard as you might think, and it will also increase the value of your artwork in the eyes of art buyers and collectors. The next way to sell your art is to run a promotion. I don't mean that you need to run an old school promotion or a scammy Craigslist or useless newspaper, Yellow Pages, or other old school media. Nobody is doing that right now. What I talk about is starting a contest or a giveaway on your Facebook page or on your website, and then you start collecting people's email addresses, and in return, you offer some sort of art-related gift. For example, it can be a print, it can be a wallpaper image. If you want to go just digital, it can be a small piece of jewelry, something like that as a prize or giveaway for people that get on your list. This way are going to grow your list of your potential customer, friends, and followers very fast, and then will be growing your own community. It's very important to build your art brand, and it's very important to build the page of your friends and followers. Personally, I have built several pages for myself, and other artists and I saw a lot of sales coming from just Facebook pages when I am doing some sort of contest. Make sure to do this as well. And you can also do Facebook pay-per-click promotions using Facebook ads. It's also a great way to boost your sales and boost your conversions. Having such Facebook or Instagram page is really a must-have for all artists. The next tip is to network with others, other artists, buyers, collectors, art lovers, art dealers. You can find them by visiting art shows, art fairs, expos, such as New York Art Expo, Miami Spectrum, and other big art fairs. You can get quickly into a community of other artists and art-related businesses. You can see and easily find art promoters there, and you will find people who will be interested to sell your artwork for some sort of commission. Again, it's great if you also present yourself as a reputable artist and have some sort of portfolio ready. Participation can easily show that you are on the pages among the top 100 international artists, and it's really a great way to showcase yourself and increase the value of your artwork in the eyes of potential buyers, collectors, and art dealers. The next way for you to start online sales is to start your own blog and post also articles and press releases about your artwork. If you are good with writing, then you really must have a blog. It's a great way for you to grow a community of fans and followers. You can start a blog on WordPress, or you can just start a fan page on Facebook, Instagram, or other social media. You can also build followers on Twitter, and you can easily grow your fans and followers this way. The next way to sell your artwork is to get into niche marketing. By niche marketing, I mean getting into very specific parts of the industry. For example, if you are doing only watercolors, how about getting into the magazines specifically about watercolor artwork? If you're doing photography, how about, again, getting into magazines and exhibitions about photography? And I don't mean just to buy advertising there. It won't do much. Instead, you can be doing guest articles in such magazines, sharing your tips, strategies, ways of how to paint, anything that you have of value to bring. You can share on the pages of such magazines, and you can really get exposure by doing it, going very, very specific with niche marketing. The next way to promote your art is to do master classes. It can be free or paid master classes, workshops, online webinars where you are going to teach others, for example, or some special technique that you use in your artwork. If you are doing photography, again, you can show and share tips on how to choose the right camera, right angle, correct light. You have a lot to teach others, so start teaching others. The more value you bring to the marketplace, the more exposure and sales you will get in return. Trust me, it really works this way. The more you help other people, the more money you will have. Don't concentrate on how to make more money with art sales. Instead, concentrate on how you can help more people, and doing master classes and workshops is a great way to do it. Another way to share and contribute your experience and help other people is to start a how-to channel on YouTube. For example, you can start a YouTube channel documenting the process of how you paint, and you teach others, and you share your insider tricks and techniques that you've learned. A lot of these things can go viral. Remember that speed painting video that received millions of views? Doing your YouTube channel, you grow the base of your followers and fans, and many of them will be grateful and start buying your artwork as well. This is a really great way to help other people, and in return, you will be getting great exposure, likes, shares, views, and of course, sales of your artwork. The next way might sound obvious, but not many artists are doing it for some reason, and this is to sell artwork on eBay and Amazon. It's obvious that Amazon is the single largest directory of online stores, and it has turned itself into one of the largest and most famous retailers, and art is a big part of Amazon as well. Take a look. You can easily see they have a category called Collectibles and Fine Art, including photographs, paintings, prints, drawings, and mixed media. You can even refine by style, subject, and things like that. You see, you can buy Vladimir Putin in spring for $100,000 here. Oh yeah, that must be a top seller considering the world situation and politics. If someone is selling this and it's on the first page ranked really high, it means there's a demand for this as well. You really need to start listing your artwork, and you see the prices are very impressive as well. It goes without saying that selling your artwork for $50,000 or $100,000 is really good. But you can also sell cheap or sell just prints. Selling prints is also a great way to get started. You can do, for example, $85 or $100 per print. Instead of trying to find one buyer for original artwork, and Amazon and eBay is a great way to do it. By the way, you can save a lot if you are shipping your artwork without heavy frame, just rolled in a secure tube. The next way to do it, again, is to sell prints. For example, prints on demand. You can find a local shop that is doing print on demand, but usually it's pretty expensive. And if you are really going to scale up your art business, I would suggest that you go to Chinese suppliers and you do the printing of your prints wholesale level there, because it's much cheaper for you and the quality will be high as well. You can go to the marketplaces like Alibaba and AliExpress. Take a look. This is AliExpress, and they are offering canvas prints, for example. You see very high quality prints are offered at $15 or $9 or $6, and then you can sell them at $50 to $85 or more on Amazon. Of course, obviously, they can use your artwork to print, not just their own artwork. You contact these suppliers and ask them to print artwork on their canvases, and then you can ship to your buyers. This will be much cheaper for you than ordering prints locally. The next way to sell your artwork is to, obviously, create your own website. I already have one, you might say, but hear me out. I have been talking a lot to different artists, and I checked a lot of artists from the Inspiration Art Book as well, and I have seen that most of them don't have a professional website. It's really, really strange for me, because if you're an artist, you're supposed to have a great eye for visual things, and you should really understand that your website looks really outdated and ugly. Even if you don't understand much in modern technology, you should really understand that your website looks ugly and unprofessional. For people like designers and artists, having such an ugly, outdated site is a shame. No buyer will take you seriously if you have such an ugly and outdated website yourself. It either means you have no taste or you have no money to hire professionals to do a site. To create your own website without need for any programming skills or any technology skills, you can use a platform called Shopify to build your website. It not only helps you to get your artwork listed, but also helps you to get all of the tools that you need to start selling, because they have shopping cart integration, payment processing, and it is all turnkey solution. You just go to Shopify.com and you create your own website here. This will be not just your portfolio, but also your shop, where you will be able to sell your artwork right away and accept payment by Stripe or PayPal, processing all of the credit cards. This is really, really easy, and it's fully transparent. There are many courses that teach you Shopify. For example, I recommend a course called Sells Like Hotcakes. This course has also all of the tools that you need to help you sell on Amazon and Shopify. For example, you can legally spy on your competitors' art sites and see how well they are doing, what methods they are using to sell their artwork. You can find it on sellslikehotcakes.co. Take a look here. For example, if I search for fine art, I get a lot of sites on Shopify that are selling art. Let's click on this Spoke Art, for example, and take a look. This is the website of Spoke Art, and you see it's made on Shopify, and it looks really modern and fresh and clean. And you would agree, it looks very professional and stylish. Moreover, it's not just their portfolio, but it's also a full website that allows you to do processing. Take a look. For example, if I want to buy their artwork, I can just scroll their collections and featured artwork. For example, if I like this one for $3,900, I just click on it and I see all of the information. And then I instantly have this button called Add to Cart. Shopify offers you full checkout support, so you don't need to install any complicated scripts, and you can instantly start buying. You see, I can do checkout with credit cards or checkout with PayPal right away. I can buy their artwork in just a few clicks, and everything is done using this platform called Shopify, and it's super, super easy. I highly recommend that you do your own website using Shopify, so it's not just a portfolio, but it's also a working store where you can tell your artwork as well. This is really, really important, guys, because I've made hundreds and hundreds of thousands in sales of my artwork using Shopify, and this is really one of the ways to get your own store selling your artwork, and it's super, super easy to do. I hope you really do this because it doesn't require any programming skills, and it's also a very cheap monthly subscription, so you really need to check it out. Obviously, the final tip for you is to get featured in Inspiration Art Book. You know, guys, Inspiration Art Book really helped me a lot when I was starting, and I really looked for a way to present myself. Nobody was taking me seriously because when you come to the gallery and you have nothing in your hands, just your card and maybe prints of your artwork, nobody will take you seriously. People want to see that you have participated in big art expos. If you got featured in international magazines and art books, and there are not many of the well-received art books, Inspiration Art Book is just one of the books that I highly recommend. I got featured myself twice, and both of the times I received a lot of praise and a lot of great contacts from potential buyers and collectors. I know art books may not work for everybody because it still depends on what kind of art you do. Maybe you're just not creating artwork that is popular right now. You really need to pay attention to the trends as well. What is popular, what sells best. You can check Amazon, for example, to what kind of art ranked best, what topics, what media, what sells best, and try to do artwork in that style. George made a great video about this research as well on what sells best. Check it out in other video. This will really help you increase your sales as well. You need to paint not just what you like, but what others are buying and where demand is. See top selling artists on Art Finder, Art Brokerage, and duplicate the topic they use and try to do similar styles. I hope, guys, you found this video helpful. I'm sorry if it's rather long, but I tried to put all of my 10 years of experience in art sales that helped me generate thousands and thousands of dollars from selling my artwork. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, get featured in Inspiration Art Book if they still accept new artists for new volume. Bye for now.